The FTAX VAT PDF form must be set up before use. The form enables you to set up both an agent copy and a client copy. If your client intends to submit their VAT report themselves, then you only need to set up the client copy. If you intend to prepare and submit the VAT return on behalf of your client, then you only need to set up the agent copy. You only need to generate both copies if you intend to work with your client to submit their VAT returns. The two copies sync via the FTAX servers so that both agent and client view the same data and can securely transfer data from one form to the other. Always download the latest version and take a copy before you start, in case you need to set up additional copies. To set up the FTAX VAT form, unless your client is completing the form entirely by themselves, then you should set up an agent copy. Unless you are completing the form entirely on behalf of the client, you should then set up a copy for your client, send the client a copy, for example by email, and give the VAT form password to the client using a different means, for example, telephone. Please note that once the form has been customized for a given client, this cannot be reversed. If a mistake is made or the form lost, then you will need a new blank copy of the form and to set up the relationship again. However, this will not use up any additional credits. Begin with the agent copy. Tick to select Agent before clicking Enter. Next, click the button on the top right to log the form into your FTAX account. Click Select/Enter Client and select a tax filer, either from the lists of SA100 and CT600 tax filers who have used FTAX via your account before, or by directly entering the name and UTR. Then click Validate Credit to allocate a credit to the tax filer's UTR for that year. If a credit has already been allocated, a pop-up will confirm this. If the client has not yet been entered into your FTAX account and/or has not yet been credited for that year, then you will be prompted to agree to allocate a credit. If an FTAX VAT form with this UTR has been used before, then you will be prompted to click Import Form Data to import the existing VAT form data, either from this tax year or from the previous tax year. Otherwise, the box will be ticked for you and the focus moved to the next button. Finally, click the Set VAT Form button and save the agent copy of the form ready for use. You are advised to include the client's name and UTR in the file name before storing the VAT form in a known location. If you are completing the form on behalf of a client, you are now ready to use the form. If your client intends to contribute data to the form, you should now prepare the client copy using a new copy of the downloaded FTAX VAT form. This time select Client before clicking Enter. Again, log into your FTAX account using the button on the top right. After clicking Select/Enter Client, you should now find your client in the Existing Individual or Existing Company drop-down list, depending on which type of tax filer they are. Select the client and click Import. When Validate Credit is clicked, the form should acknowledge that a credit has already been allocated to this UTR. If any existing VAT form data featuring the same UTR is stored in your FTAX account, then you will be prompted to click Import Previous VAT Form to import this data into the form. A VAT form password will now be displayed. Make a note of this password before clicking Set VAT Form. Save the form in a known location using a file name that indicates that this is the client copy and identifies the tax filer. Both the client copy of the FTAX VAT form and the VAT form password now need to be passed to your client. Different means must be used for each. For example, you can phone the password to your client and email the form. Once your client has opened the form and entered their password, both you and they will be able to view the same data, you on your copy and they on theirs. You will be able to download FTAX VAT form updates and set up both the agent and client copies again without using up further credits. You may wish to send your client a link to the video FTAX VAT form for clients getting started, or direct them to the video section of the FTAX website.